Welcome back, my rogues. Today's question is, if you travel back in time to 2005 and tell people the future, what would be something that they would not believe? Hope you enjoy, and check me out on Instagram. Oil prices will crash and a 4-pack of toilet paper will be worth more than a barrel of crude. Marijuana stores are considered an essential business. Bill Cosby is perhaps the world's most notorious serial rapist. In 2020, banks will not let you inside unless you're wearing a mask. That I'm a time traveler. The Chinese government hates Winnie the Pooh. I got bad news for your Livestrong wristband. There's a mannequin named Starman driving an electric car through space. No more flip phones or phones with keyboards, all touch screen now. Black president then orange president, to the loony bin with you. Bill Cosby is a rapist. Robin Williams and Chester Bennington both committing suicide. Scene is actually going to be a pretty huge deal. Hey, remember SARS last year? Leicester won the Premier League. That Donald Trump, the guy on The Apprentice, is gonna be the president. Apple, Amazon, Microsoft and Google will be the top 4 companies in the world in terms of market cap. Blockbuster went bankrupt because of people watching movies on the internet. CD and DVD are a declining format. Kmart gone, Sears gone, Circuit City gone, Comp USA gone, Dodge is owned by Fiat. I would tell my parents it's okay if mum smoked or ate some weed to help her with her cancer. My mum refused to smoke when she was sick because she didn't want to set a bad example, but all of us ended up smoking anyways. Long miss you, mum. That people would choose to not vaccinate. Pretty much everything from 2014 onward. Everyone has smartphones. MySpace is dead, the world is in a pandemic, and there was a black president. Yo, Cheeto Dude 625, lay off the mushrooms. Pluto ain't gonna be a planet for much longer. That the only way people won't go insane during a pandemic is by watching the Chronicles of a Gay Redneck with 2 husbands and a whole lot of tigers. A little kid can make millions of dollars by playing with toys on camera. People tried to raid Area 51. A gorilla named Harambe died, causing a domino effect that created the worst timeline with Donald Trump as POTUS during a global pandemic that causes everyone to be quarantined. Tell them all what happened in just the first month of 2020, that should be enough. There's gonna be 9 Star Wars movies. A pandemic grinds the whole world into a near halt. People will be so dumb they'll believe anything written online, to the point that all you have to do to influence an election is publish a bunch of fake memes, infographics. A new form of currency will exist in 4 years called Bitcoin. Kids will have telephones from a young age. Also, nobody uses their phone to call people up anymore. The Cubs actually did win the World Series, but they did it in 2016 instead of 2015. We also have hoverboards, but they are a major letdown. Jan and Michael date for a while. Also, Daryl dates Kelly. I could probably find some better ones than that, but I'm too lazy to think. Same-sex marriage. Just a year before, several US states held referenda on banning it, and it passed by wide margins in both red and blue states. The GOP was almost virtually unified in its opposition, and even the Democrats were divided on it. For someone to be told in only a decade SSM would be supported by a majority of the population and the law of the land nationwide would be surprising. Social change almost always takes generations, not years. Kobe died. In about 3.5 years, you're gonna want to start a letter email writing campaign to get Scrubs cancelled. Do not let it go past season 8. There won't be flying cars in 2015. Also, the world will just go downhill. It doesn't get better. I think you could just make a list of everything that's happened in British and American politics since 2005, and pretty much every item would blow people's minds. Toilet paper is gold. What Twitter is and how it's used by politicians. 1. Donald Trump is president. Point 2. Amber Heard beat Johnny Depp. Point 3. America's first black president has come and gone. 4. The Democrats are now the ones who hate Russia. America had a black president who served 2 terms and was very popular. We actually have a cure for Hep C now. Donald Trump is president, and Kanye West is one of his biggest supporters. Marijuana legalization. COVID-19 pandemic. Bin Laden is found in Pakistan and killed by U.S. Navy SEALs. Chicago Cubs won the World Series in 2016. Queen Elizabeth II is still alive. The Game of Thrones book still unfinished. Oil is literally worth less than zero now. People eating Tide Pods. Not only does Jared love Subway, he is also a pedophile. Canada in 2005. No one would believe me. Marijuana was legalized. They knew for sure I was lying when I said tokes and booze can be delivered to the door. That I time traveled back to 2005 and didn't bother to take any winning lottery numbers with me. King Tut was removed from his grave, and shortly after the entire world started being taken over by a respiratory illness.
Hope you liked this video. Stay frosty, my rebels.